Good morning, my beautiful people. Y'all listen, just listen. How would it feel to retire early from your 9 to 5? How would it feel? Listen, that was exactly what I was able to do at 24 years old. Let me just introduce myself for those who don't know me. My name is Paris Smith, and I was able to retire myself from the 9 to 5 at 24 years old. And I was actually able to do this through trading stocks. And it's a strategy that a lot of people they don't know about it. But I'm here to wake y'all up, okay? Now hear me out. This type of trading, the strategy of trading, you're not day trading. Okay, that's one. Two, you're not crossing your fingers and your toes in hopes that you're going to make a profit. That's two. There is no charts that we're reading. There's no, indicators. None of that. We don't have time for it. It's a simple strategy where we trade just once a week. It takes about less than 3 minutes to submit the trade. You literally click the same buttons every single week, and it produces a consistent, reliable income. So that's what I love about it so much, is because if I'm making $1,000, let's say, I will continue to make that $1,000 every single month. And that's exactly how I started. My first stock that I started trading was $250 was what I made every week, and which is every Monday. And so I made $1,000. And there's a strategy where you could increase your income through trading, and it's a really cool strategy. So I'm gonna get into it today. I'm gonna share with you guys how I did it and what makes this strategy work. Okay, what make this strategy work? It's so good. Now, if you are like, girlfriend, I need to learn this. I need to learn this. I am having a free stock trading masterclass this week. Just make sure you go ahead, click the link in the description to register and secure your seat. You'll see the date and the time when you click on the link. But I need to see y'all there, okay? We have a good time. It's so much fun. You are going to learn a lot. So please bring a really good pen and a notebook, okay? I need you to tap in and tune in and lock the heck in. All right. Now. What makes this strategy work so well is that it generates a consistent income. And I told you a little bit about that when I first started this video. Now, the cool thing is you collect your profits up front. So let me just give you a little like day trading versus what this strategy is. So day trading, now y'all know what day trading, you're purchasing the option for those who know, but for those who don't know, I'll still give you a little overview. So with day trading, you're purchasing the option. And you don't know if you're going to make a profit or not. Most people lose money when they're day trading, because you have to like really understand charts and like the indicators and all of that stuff. So it's almost like if you don't know what you're doing, you're kind of like gambling a little bit. You kind of like gambling a little bit. And even if you know what you're doing, it's still like very risky, right? So the only way you make a profit with day trading is if you're right, right? If you think that thing going up, the stock is going up, and you went ahead and purchased an options contract, it should be going up, and that's how you profit. Now, on the other side of things, the strategy that I trade, it doesn't matter if the stock goes up, if the stock goes down, or if the stock stays the same. You make your profits up front. It's called a premium. So you make your premium up front. If you're trading on a Monday, like I do and most of my students do, or Friday, as soon as you trade, as soon as you click on that submit button, your profits is in your cash. It's like a bank. A broker is like a bank. So your profits is in the cash column, and you could transfer it out into your personal bank account, or you could just keep it in your actual trading account and reinvest, because that's how you make your income higher by reinvesting. I'm gonna tell you a little bit more as I continue, but the more shares you buy, the more your income goes higher. And so you make your profits up front. That's like the two differences. Now, the reason why is because with this strategy, you have to purchase the shares. So you have to actually purchase the shares, and that's the second thing I wanted to get into and talk about. The risk is reduced significantly. And it's because you're actually purchasing shares. We're not purchasing the option. Like all the other trading strategies, and by the way, there's hundreds of ways to trade. It's hundreds of ways to trade, to day trade. It's 100 ways to trade a swing trade, and this is not swing trading. It's none of that. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for none of that stuff. It's not a swing trade. It's not what they call it, scalping, day trade stuff. It's none of that. So what makes it so low risk is because we're purchasing the actual shares. So think about. Let me just throw out a random stock. Let me think of let's just say Apple. I always use Apple because I love Apple. I love Apple. Okay. So let's use Apple, right? So let's say you want to trade Apple stock or whatever. If you're day trading or all the other strategies that require you to be right, it requires like charts and stuff. Um, you're purchasing the options of that stock. But when it comes to the strategy that I trade and the strategy that I'm teaching in a masterclass, if you decide to come, you're actually purchasing the actual share. You're purchasing the actual shares and you're trading against the shares that you own. So let's say you own shares of Apple, you're trading against the shares that you own. You have the shares, you own the shares. But just because you own the shares, you can make a profit, you can make a premium, you can trade the stock, still owning the shares, but just make it a little sprinkle on top. You hear me? Make it a little sprinkle on top. And let me tell you why, like, this whole strategy works so well. So I don't know about you. I don't know about you. But as for me and my house, the 9 to 5, we allergic. We allergic. We are allergic to the 9 to 5 in the Smith household. And I mean, I worked a 9 to 5. I had the best career in the world. The Lord was so kind to me to have the best career in the world. But I had a lot going on when I was working in 9 to 5. It's just not flexible for me. I have a chronic disease that is not easy to manage, especially while working a 9 to 5. And it's called juvenile type 1 diabetes. So I have an insulin pump literally attached to me 24/7, and I need that little device to live. It's annoying. But anyways, when I was working 9 to 5, I was getting terminated left and right, y'all. They was making me mad. I wanted to fight. They were pissing me off every single day with just listen, it was a lot. First of all, it was working with a chronic disease, feeling sick every single day. Literally, I was on my deathbed, okay? Like, I was this close. I was in the hospital all the time, still trying to take care of myself. The 9 to 5 don't like that. Like, if you're not, healthy, you just gonna go through it and working a 9 to 5. And I was getting tired of that. I wanted to take care of myself. Then I'm working hard as heck, and I'm making this mediocre paycheck, making me mad. So I decided that I wanted to find a way out. Okay, I wanted to find a way out, and I decided to learn how to trade. And the thing is, y'all listen to me. I know y'all are some smart people. You looking at a girl that had, I say I had because I don't claim it no more. You're looking at a girl that had a learning disability. I had a learning disability. Okay, when I say I could not learn, and I still kind of, so I'm like, I know I understand my learning style now, so I can like take my time and understand, digest information, process it a bit. But when I was learning how to trade, I couldn't figure out my learning style and all that stuff. When I say I had to literally dive all the way in, focus so hard to understand trading, and y'all know how the stock market can be a little hard. Like, y'all know, understanding stocks and trading and all the strategies, the lingo and all that could be really complicated. But when I started learning this strategy, I was like, that's it. You mean to tell me all I gotta do is this and I can make a residual income? I can make a reliable income. And I was like, baby, listen, I'm removing all distractions. What? Ain't no way I'm about to be suffering in a 9 to 5 every single day. And then I have this information right here, literally at my fingertips, the information. If I don't sit my tail down, lock in, and study, and I could eventually leave my 9 to 5 and just live my dream life. Yeah, when I say I am living the best life, when I say I wake up and I first thing I do in the morning is I pray to the good Lord, because he didn't have to do this for me. He did not have to allow me to sit back, literally press a button and make income. He didn't have to allow this at all. So first thing I do, I wake up, I pray to the good Lord for as long as I like. I remember I had a time clock. 15 minutes was the all that I had to pray in the morning. And I remember I would pray like in this dark garage before I went into work. And now if I want to pray for like 30 minutes, I can pray for 30 minutes. If I want to pray for 45 minutes, sometimes I do. And I'm gonna pray for 45 minutes. And then I just be like, all right, what am I doing today? What we doing today? Because I really don't have like nothing. I have nothing to do. So most of the time I'm doing things, I'm just getting back to me. I am just getting back to me. That is the goal. Every single day I have a decision. I can literally make my own decision. I could get up and work out if I want. I could get up, walk my dog for as long as I want. I could get up, spend time with my family. It just feels so good. I can literally take care of myself. It just feels so good to wake up and just decide. I could choose my day, choose what I want to do. I don't have to sit in traffic. I don't have to rush all day, sit in the office all day, be around coworkers that I don't really like all day, just be faking all day. Because, chatless, I'm an introvert, so I ain't got time. It take me a whole lot. It take me a whole lot to like keep conversations going and stuff when I'm, working 9 to 5. It was just a lot. I don't have to do that no more. I don't have to do that no more. So what I did was I took I prepared a plan, because with this trading strategy you can put together a whole income plan. And it's so cool. It's so cool. Like once I understand the concept, I understood how to trade the strategy, I put together a plan. And I didn't have no money in my trading account, but I still was trading. I know you probably like, girl, what the heck you talk about? I couldn't hit submit. I couldn't submit the trade, but I could fill out the form because it's a really easy strategy. And if like I said, if you're making $1,000 in a month, your first month trading, you're going to continue to make $1,000 every single month. It's a really cool strategy. It's a type of strategy where you're making consistent income. So that's what I did. Came up with a whole plan. Wrote it down. I should have brought it with me because I found my sticky note that how long ago was that? 4 years ago. No, longer than that. 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I wrote down my plan on a sticky note and actually found it the other day. It was in my drawer. And I should have brought it so I could show y'all my little plan. So cool to see that I wrote out a 3-year plan and I stuck to it. And I actually said on the plan, July 2nd, 2021, I will retire and fire my boss at 24 years old. And July 2nd, 2021, I fired my boss at 24 years old. So that's how powerful this strategy is. You can come up with your income goals. And so I did that. And when I actually started trading on in February of 2020, that was my first month trading. I said, hold on now. If I'm making $1,000 right now, and at the time I was making $2,600 a month at my job. Now I had two jobs. Okay, I had two jobs, but anyway, $2,600 was my paycheck a month from that job. I said, I'm making $1,000 right now. If I just go ahead and reinvest and buy some more shares, I can leave this job. I'm out this joint. And so I started the plan. I was so strategic. I was so disciplined with not spending that good money from the stock market. Because listen, when that money coming in from the stock market, you did nothing to make it, you won't spend it because you know it's gonna keep coming. You won't spend it, you won't blow it. So instead of blowing the monies, I decided to be very strategic. Purchasing more shares. The more shares you have, your income grows. And I did that. Paid off my debts. Once I was getting close to leaving my job, when my income was like 3 times what I was making, I was like, all right, I think it's time to go ahead and like transition and start, really paying down debts and all of that stuff. Because when I leave my job, I'm not paying no debt with my stock income. I want to continue my reinvestment plan. And it was just so cool. And I did literally that. But the goal, working my 9 to 5, was just to have a plan in place in case anything happens to my job, getting terminated and all that stuff. Or maybe I get sick and I need a break a little bit. I'll have an income coming in. But the way that thing was going was just, the reinvestment strategy was working. Then I was like, I could possibly leave my job. And when that plan was planning, I said, oh, baby, I'm out this thing. I'm out this thing. So that is what's so amazing about the strategy. Then I told you guys about like the reduced risk, the reduced risk with the regular trading options. You got to be right, and if you're not right, you're gonna be looking crazy. And then you gotta try to make your money back, and then it's just too much. You got to be right with the charts and the indicators that you're using. It's just too much. This strategy, it don't matter. Stock go up, down, stay the same. It doesn't matter. But there are ways that it makes it risky. We trade stocks that are low risk and are that has the fundamentals. And so if you find stocks that have the fundamentals, I talk about that too this week in the free masterclass. What to look for when it comes to the fundamentals. I'm not going to go over it right now, but just tune into the masterclass. You'll learn that. And that is the key. That is the key with the strategy. That is what makes the strategy works. Finding a stock that is chill. Not too crazy. A little chill. I don't want to go too crazy. The masterclass is this Wednesday. But click the link in the description just for the date and the time. I'm also having one on Sunday, but the one Wednesday is the one that's coming up. But anyways, the Wednesday's masterclass is the one that you're only able to register for. But if you come back later, just click the link and you can register for the next one. But anyways, listen. This strategy is so cool. It's almost like it's too good to be true. That's how I feel. And then the last thing I want to tell y'all, you can produce multiple streams of income just from this one strategy. I can't make it up. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm just trying to wake y'all up. I'm just trying to wake y'all up. Literally, the stock market, all of us can access it, which is so crazy. The only difference between those who, I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of people don't have the knowledge of stocks in general. So most people don't know about this strategy at all. A lot of people just know day trading, so they aren't aware of other strategies that you could trade. And so it's just all about gaining knowledge. Literally, we have the information. We have the stock market. It's accessible to all of us. None of us should be living in lack. None of us should be suffering. None of us should be living paycheck to paycheck. We all have access to the stock market and this strategy. We have no excuse. No excuses. But let me tell you, you can make multiple streams of income from this one strategy. And that's what I love the most too. So the first, you have, like I said a little earlier, the way the strategy works, you have to purchase the shares, right? So you have ownership of the company, which is dope. That simply means the stock go up, your wealth is growing, equity is growing, right? Let's say you have, I don't know. Let's say you have 100 shares of a stock, right? 100 shares of a stock, the stock goes up $5. Let's say $5 in like a month. I don't know, a month. So that means your account value just went up $500. The stock just went up $5. And now you have an extra 500 in your trading account. So that's one way that we're making a stream of income from this strategy. Two, the stock that you're trading, yes, it went up $5 in a month. You made $500 worth of equity, which is awesome. But the stock also offers a dividend. And the dividend is like the company saying, thank you, Bianca, for investing in our company. Here is $2 per share. Here's $2 per share. Now, some companies pay out their dividends every single quarter or every single year. Some pay out every single month, but it's like rarely. There are some though. There's some. Rarely though. So let's say once per quarter, you made your 500, but that happened to be the month where the dividend's being paid out. If they paying $2 per share, what's that? $2 times 100. Yes, ma'am. I'll see you there, Brianna. What's that? I need somebody to calculate. That's 200. That's 100. 200, right? That's $200. Two times 100. Somebody tell me. You literally just made that on top of your $500. Then I need somebody to tell me how much that is, and then I'll add it all up at the end. $200. Okay. So you just made $700 that month. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That's the second stream. The third stream is your trading. You're making a premium. The third strategy is you trading once a week, 4 times a month. You're trading 4 times a month, or every Monday or every Friday, depending on your strategy. Whether it's every Monday or every Friday, you're trading and you're making your income. So let's use my example. My first stock that I ever traded was AMD at the time. And I invest, I believe it was $5,500, and I made $1,000 off of my $5,500 every single month. So if I'm making $250 a week, which is $1,000 a month, plus my $500 that it grew in equity, plus my $200 in dividends, I just made $1,700 that month. I just want y'all to get it. I just need y'all to lock in. I need y'all to wake the heck up, lock in, because there's no reason for any of us to be living in lack. You can literally build wealth and income at the same time with this strategy. That's why I love it so much. It's just so cool. I've never in my life saw a strategy that allows you to make multiple streams of income. A strategy that is so low risk. Of course, trading is risky, but the risk is lower with this strategy. It's so cool. 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 Then a strategy that allows a consistent income. So I don't have to guess or hope or wish or pray that I'm going to make some money, because I'm going to make some money. It tells you before you even trade the stock how much you're making. That's how consistent it is. That's how reliable it is. Before you even submit trade, before you even click on submit trade, it tells you how much you're making. Even before you even fill out the form, you know how much you're trading without doing absolutely anything. That's a good question, Brianna. So the stock, to answer your question, there's over 5,000 stocks. So, and it starts at $2. So as long as you have 100 shares, you can purchase. I mean, you can trade the strategy. So I have students that just want to, get their feet wet and learn the strategy. They may find a stock that's at like, I don't know, $7, $8. If it has the fundamentals, that's what's really important. The way I teach it, the stock has to have the fundamentals. If it doesn't, I stay away from it because I am a low risk trader, the lowest of the risks there it can get trader. I'm not a risky person. A lot of my students, they don't listen though. They be finding anything and just trading. And they find stocks that's like $200 and they start stacking it up and investing and all that and make it premium. Or maybe they found a stock that's $7, so they invest $700 or whatever. The goal is to find a stock that has the fundamentals, and which is low risk, and that has a really good premium. But from what I've seen from my community and my students, most of them start with like $2,000. And then they start trading with $2,000, start making their income from there. And they just build their accounts up over time. I always tell my students, we're not racing. Like, it's not a race. Like, you have the information, you have the knowledge, you have the blueprint, you have your own plan, like you know what stock you're going to trade, you have your income plan, like you have everything. Just take your time, enjoy the journey. It gets so annoying when people try to make $1 million. They be trying to be a millionaire overnight. They be trying to get to six figures overnight. Listen, just take your daggone time. Take your time, okay? Take your time. It took me 5 years of studying. I literally studied for 5 years before I took my first trade. Then I took my first trade, and yeah, it was crazy. Made six figures in 6 months, which is amazing. And when I mean six figures in 6 months, I mean six figures in annual income. So monthly was probably like right around 7,000, close to like 8,000, in between that range. Once I was at the 6 month mark though. But that was because I was going all in. You hear me? Yes, Brianna, that's correct. I was going all in. Y'all don't understand. I picked up a third job. I had my two jobs, my job in tech. I had a job from home that was 40 hours a week, but I got to do my work, during lunch break and on the weekends and stuff like that. And then I was like, I need money. Like, I need money for my stock, like living paycheck to paycheck and having debt and stuff. That was where my money was going. But and I had a little savings though. I had a little bit left over that I can save, and I'm like obsessed with saving to this day. I'm obsessed with saving. But anyways, I mean, I save for investments though. When I have an opportunity to buy property, I'm on that because I saved my money. But anyways, I forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about saving, making my money. Oh, six figures in 6 months. Oh yeah, people trying to make money. Trying to be all. I want to be a six. I want to make six figures in 6 months, Paris. I was working, baby. I had 3 jobs. I worked at a restaurant. That was my third job, and I was on my feet all day. I was on my feet all. I probably worked close to 80 hours a week just because I knew the power of the strategy and I needed to get in the stock market ASAP. And I ain't had no money, so I had to go make the money. I had to go make the money. And all I needed was $5,000 because that was the stock that I really wanted to trade. That was in line with my income target goals. My whole, like, remember my 3-year plan? And that's what I did. I worked my tail off. And I got the money I needed for my stock account. And I kept working. And I didn't spend my money. And I kept reinvesting. I paid off my debts. That was the difference between me and a lot of people. I am very disciplined. And if there's a plan in place, I am going to work the plan. That is all I do. So everyone's not going to make 6 figures in 6 months or 6 figures in a year. It may take you 2 years. But who cares? It's your journey. It's your journey. It's your journey. And then, there's other factors too. There's some people who want to start slower, get their feet wet, understand the strategy first, and then maybe invest a lot more money or whatever. Everyone's journey is so different. Everyone's journey is completely different. So, my advice is to enjoy the journey. Just be so grateful that you have an education, like a financial education when it comes to stocks, investing, the whole dividend thing, the whole trading thing. Be so grateful that you have the knowledge to make your own money. You know what I mean? So just start. Just start. Start where you are, even if you don't understand anything about trading or the stock market. This strategy is perfect for beginners. Like I said, I was a complete beginner. I knew nothing about the stock market, and I struggled with a learning disability. If I can do it, you can do it. If you have no learning challenges, I guarantee that you will literally take this information and just run with it because it's so easy. It's a very easy strategy. But anyways, I need to see you at my next free stock trading masterclass. Do not play with it. This year, it's time to make a change, okay? At least, get a financial education, learn, and all that stuff. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. Click the link in the description. Make sure you register and secure your seat because I don't have a lot of seats, okay? There's a number max where I can't take no more than a certain number. So just make sure you go ahead and register and just secure your seat now. But anyways, this was good. I hope this was helpful for a lot of you guys. I hope you guys feel a lot of inspiration and hope, okay? And hope, just taking my story and just seeing if I can do it, you can do it too. If I can do it, you can do it too. And thank you, baby. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Bree. Anyways, if I can do it, you can do it too. There is no reason for any of us to live in lack as long as you have a financial education. And with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all. Have a great week. Bye, y'all.